Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name's Nicole and today we are here to do an Advent opening. We're up to day 12, so let's pull a book off the pile and see what we're opening today. Well, good morning or good evening everybody and welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for clicking on this video and seeing what it's all about. Hopefully you've been here for the duration of the 12 days. We are halfway through, so we've only got 12 days left till Christmas. It is flying by. Have you got all your shopping done yet? I haven't. I've still got to go and do some. Hopefully you're enjoying your time and you're starting to wind down a little bit, but we all know that this is a pretty crazy time of December. So I just want to say thank you so much for clicking on this video and taking the time to watch it. I really do appreciate it because I know how busy you all are. Don't forget while you're here to like this video and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And we're going to open up book 12 and see what we got today. I'm getting better at opening them. It's not as noisy now, although this one didn't have a lot of sticky tape on it, so that's always a bonus as well. All right, so today's book is a hardcover and it is by Emma Flint, and it is a I don't know what it's sort of book. I can't really tell from this one, but anyway, that's the cover of it. It's quite a nice cover. I actually really like that cover. Very artsy. All right, and it's called Little Deaths. Yeah, all right. So there's not much written on the front of this cover. It feels really nice, this cover. Yeah, so it's a novel, obviously. It says it's a novel. It's telling me it's a novel. All right, so let's see if we can find a little bit about Emma Flint. So I'll just open it up into the back, and it's got a lovely picture of the author. Okay, so she graduated from the University of St Andrews with an MA in English. So I'm assuming that's Masters. I don't know. I always get tripped up on those. An MA, Masters in English Language and Literature. Since childhood, she has read true crime accounts, developing an encyclopedia of knowledge, a real-life murder case. Flint now lives in London. All right, so this was published by Hachette Books. And you can also get the ebook as well. And there's a few things that have been said by people about it. Absolutely gripping. Even after I finished, the story would not leave me. Flint seduces us with a gem of a whodunit, making us question our every instinct. All right, this sounds like a pretty good book. All right, let's find out when it was published, shall we? All right. 2017. So not too, still a little bit older, but not too bad. The cover was developed in 2016 and it's copyrighted for that. And as I said, it was published. The first edition was published in January 2017 in the US, and it was published by Hachette Books. All right, so we know a little bit about the author from that little blurb, and let's find out about the book, shall we? I'm just like, when you think about it, okay, I've just opened this up, and this book was selling in the US for $26 and Canada for $34. And we probably, for a hardcover here, we pay around $30 for a hardcover here. Although we don't do a lot of hardcovers here, I think just purely because of the shipping. We do get some, and you can order them in, but most times when you go into a bookshop, there's not a great deal of hardcovers. It's more your paperbacks and whatnot. But anyway, like when you think about it, I paid $150 for this box. I've already opened up 12, and if they all retail between $10 and $30, how much of a saving have I made? Like, that is huge. All right, so listen, anyway, that was just my ponderings for today. All right, so it looks like that the book is set in 1965, and it goes on to say, in the summer of 1965, the streets of Queens, New York, shimmer in a heat wave. One July morning, Ruth Malone, a cocktail waitress, wakes to find a bedroom window wide open and her two young children missing. Oh my, isn't that any parent's worst nightmare? Like, it's the only time that you're not supervising your children when you're asleep, because you're just oblivious to what's going on around you because you're asleep. Like, that would be just excruciatingly painful. Anyway, I digress. Back to what the story is about. that just like, that was a trigger. Okay. Her 2 children are missing. After a desperate search, the police make a horrifying discovery. Okay, I don't think I want to read anymore. Anyway, let's find out what the book is about, shall we? Separated from her husband, Ruth has been raising her children alone. Noting her perfectly made up face and provocative clothing, the empty liquid bottles, love letters that litter the apartment, detectives leap to the convenient conclusion, fueled by neighbours' gossip and speculation. Neighbours, you've got to love them, eh? Covering the story as his first big assignment, tabloid reporter Pete, we'll just go with Pete because I don't even know how to, Wonick, I think is the last name, at first can't help but do the same. But the longer he spends watching Ruth, the more he learns about the dark ways of the cops and the reporters and the underbelly of the city he now calls home. As he fixates on Ruth, Pete soon begins to doubt everything he thought he knew. Ruth Malone is enthralling, challenging, secretive. Is she really capable of murder? Haunting, intoxicating, and heart-poundingly suspenseful, Little Deaths is a gripping novel about love, mortality, obsession, and exploring the capacity for good and evil within all of us. Ooh, sounds good. I know I've said that about all of the books, but, you know, as I said, synopsises are there to sell a book on that. So the jury is still out whether it's going to be a good book or not, but by all means of accounts, that sounds like a pretty good book. I'm not sure that I like the fact that, you know, a couple of little kids are kidnapped and all the rest of it. It's a little bit close to home. But anyway, I'll give it a read and we'll see. You'll have to make sure that you subscribe to the channel because I will be talking about all these books and I'm going to try and do 2 every month. So all of next year, I will be talking about the books and whether they were great, whether they were a yay or an A. And a lot of these books won't be being talked about on Booktube because they're just random books that have been selected for me. So they're all a mystery, as you know. I don't know what they are. So it's going to be super exciting to find out what these books are about. But that is it for me today. So as I said, make sure that you subscribe, like this video, and leave me a comment down below. Have you read this book before? Because I'd be interested to see how many people have read these books that I've been opening up. But as always, I hope that you're getting some pages turned today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.